Hi guys, me again. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that don't know, my name is Jessie and I'm a former international student that studied at Fanshawe College in London, Ontario. I basically make videos about my experiences as a former international student and the random things about life in Canada. So guys, I'm about to introduce, I'm sure y'all all know who this is. It's a fan favorite. I was telling him that he's a fan favorite before we started this video and he did not agree with me, but it's actually true. We're going to be catching up with Suleiman. He is basically a former international student. He's been in two of my videos that I'm going to link, and so we're just going to catch up with him. He basically just completed his co-op term, if I'm not mistaken, but he's going to let us know everything. So it's just basically a catch up from the second video that I did with Suleiman. I saw Suleiman in episode 1 of my story. That's where he basically just shared his experiences as an international student at Fanshawe College. And then we saw him a few months ago in a follow-up video about explaining his experience furthermore, and also just his preparation towards co-op. So in this video, guys, he's just gonna pretty much tell us how co-op went, and we're just gonna explain or give you guys our experiences about like the job market and what we've heard. So Suleiman, you can take the floor.
And what we have experienced.
Yes, what we've experienced. So it's just gonna be like a little conversation. How was your co-op experience?
It was good. It was a good learning curve.
Oh, a good learning curve. Okay.
Yeah, it sort of introduced me to the Canadian experience that you would need a lot, especially like even entry-level jobs here in Canada.
Yeah.
Like you still need some sort of experience whatsoever.
Yeah.
Entry-level jobs are the hardest to get based on experience and what I know and what other people have told me. You send hundreds of applications.
Honestly,
Hundreds, like I've probably sent out job applications to 300, 400 plus.
Was this for co-op, or you mean like jobs outside of co-op?
Jobs for co-op and jobs outside
of co-op. Okay.
To get a part-time job when you first come to Canada, like average it takes like 2 to 3 months of looking.
Yeah.
But that's where you need to work on your CV.
Yeah.
And also ask people around.
Yeah.
You need to actually, there's the old school way, which is actually printing out your CVs and going to places and dropping it.
Or literally asking your friends, like, do you know about any openings at your
they will
company,
like,
so forth?
Yeah, print out a lot. Like they will collect your CV even if they will never call you back.
Or they might call you back months later when you don't really need them, or in some cases you're gonna be 4 months unemployed and you'll still need them. So that's the case. I'm gonna share my unemployment story later on, probably next year, guys. I went through the most. The job market is brutal. Like, don't get us wrong. Like, it's not rainbows and sunshine. I mean, some people come here and they land a part-time job easily. They land co-op jobs easily, full-time jobs. But I feel like for majority, it's not going to be like that, right?
Yeah, for majority, it's not going to be like that.
Yeah.
And when you come here, like, if getting a car too is not a priority, I would say it is between a priority and not a priority.
I feel once you are reaching the end of your studies, then it's actually...
You should get the car, like it, because there will be jobs available in other cities.
Other cities, yeah. And then you're going to be a little me who did not have a car and a license, but I got that all sorted out. Okay, anyway, let's go back to co-op. So you did co-op so you finished your course, because we did that video in January around there, and then you started co-op in January. So was co-op worth it? Can you explain to us, like, what is the essence of co-op?
Co-op is sort of introducing you to jobs. Like, it's basically, co-op is just internship. Every benefit that the normal internship has, co-op does it for you. And
you are paid, actually.
And you get paid. Fanshawe does not accept unpaid co-op. Like, it has to be paid. And it has to be minimum wage, legal minimum wage, at least.
Okay. So
they can pay you whatever, but it must not be lower than what's the minimum? 15.50.
Which is kind of low, because outside is expensive.
Yeah, Canada is getting more expensive. It introduced me because I want to change my co-op job. They extended my contract by 4 months.
4 months, okay.
Even though if I'm not a student, they still pay me like the co-op pay.
Okay.
So I want something more permanent. They might make me a permanent worker after. Well, I can't wait for them.
Okay, so if you're here as an international student and then now your goal is to get residency when you're done studying, it doesn't sound like co-op is like a stable choice. It doesn't sound like a safe choice. Is that what you're saying?
No, co-op is a safe choice because it helps you down the line, because the company will probably retain you. Probably. You can't, like, a month, let's say a month and a half to the end of your co-op, you should start looking for jobs in case.
Okay. And then, but the work experience from your co-op job is not going to count towards your PR in the end.
But it will help
getting the job.
It will help getting other jobs.
Well. Okay.
Yeah, like any work on a study permit doesn't count towards your PR.
Okay.
But that time frame where your study permit has ended and you want to apply for a postgraduate work permit, if you get like a skilled job, it's what, tier 2 or tier 3 as they call it now. That's the new classification.
Yeah.
Please look it up. Tier 2 or tier 3 job classifications are NOC-B, 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 or NOC-A, or NOC-0, whatever.
Yeah.
So if you get those, that has to be the classification of jobs. So any job you get while you're waiting for your postgraduate work permit counts.
Okay.
It counts towards your.
So you did say that co-op is like an internship.
It is.
Oh. Okay. It is an internship. Okay. You did the supply chain and logistics one. So what was a day-to-day like, And do you think it's more demanding than an actual normal entry level? Do you think it would be the same as an entry level supply chain job? Like the duties that you had and the tasks? Was it hard to say?
Well, the thing is, it always depends on where you are working, the nature of the operation they run at whatever company, the size of it, and basically how the day-to-day life is. I work in the automotive industry as a material coordinator. So I'm on the floor coordinating with schedulers and the operators and the welders, getting them the parts they need, also looking for parts that they might need, taking parts in meetings, helping the production process as much as I can.
But how is that compared to working in Nigeria? Because let me tell you, working in an international environment or in a company that is predominantly Canadians, it's probably, obviously it's going to be like different, but was it like manageable? Like, were you able to adjust?
No, it
wasn't a big deal.
Canada is an immigrant country, basically. Although a lot of people in my workplace, they are Canadian citizens, but a lot of them are immigrants as well. It's mostly like Portuguese people and Indian people, and a mix of 5 interns. 3 are Nigerian. One is from Sri Lanka, is Indian.
So everyone was like, there wasn't that like barrier because
there wasn't. To be honest, they are accommodating in the best way they can. And this is Canada. Everybody tries not to offend everybody by saying things that, So that's it. So I personally feel like the student job isn't as tasking as the normal day-to-day jobs. That's in my experience. In other people's field, it might be basically the same.
Depends on the field.
But my company, it's not like that. It's not as tasking. I know I could be doing other more involving tasks. I actually want a more hands-on and technical job where I'm behind a computer most of the time. I want to be behind a desk rather than being on the floor talking. I enjoy talking to people. I mean, that's why I'm here too.
So do you feel like you studied the right, like, do you regret studying supply chain? Or, because you just said that, so you want to stay in supply chain, but you want to be more like technical, like in supply chain.
Yes, in supply. I do get to use some softwares and type, but that's just like 20% of what I actually do. A lot of people get into my DMs asking me questions. Please, try and research a bit sometimes.
You know?
Although some of you really do research and educate me as well.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Okay, I just want to touch on like the job market in London right now for international students or like post-grad work permit holders. Like what's your take on it? Because I think it's kind of like brutal at the moment. Like, because I mean we're in London right now, but we don't work in London. So what would you advise? What would you tell future international students to do? Like, what kind of mindset should they have on graduation?
First of all, I want you to be positive and know that you don't have, like, no matter what setback comes, because you might even do some interviews where they're like second round, third round, or whatever, and they don't pick you. Let's
go back to that. You were in London and you had to go all the way to different cities to do interviews. Like, I know a lot of people that had to. You said even your friend had to do that.
Yeah. You do tend to, they do demand on-site interview because they do like to assume you drive a car. Because I mean, because anyone can get a car with a finance plan and a license. So they do expect you to have a car. Even if you don't have a car, if you tell them you are willing to relocate in most situations, they're like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Relocating might not be easy because it might take a while to get the house, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, depending.
And then you have to put like deposits, and then you have to move, and sometimes you'll have like 2 weeks or 1 week to move.
Yeah,
it's kind of rough.
I personally don't like moving, but I would move. I wouldn't move outside Ontario for a job.
No.
I would move to most places in Ontario.
Yeah,
I'm only saying that now because I have a job. If I didn't have a job, I would move anywhere.
Yeah, and I was like stuck focusing on London jobs, and you know, my dear friend Suleiman was like, you need to step out of your comfort zone and stop being like whatever. So yes, that whole thing of being willing to relocate is very key. Like, sometimes it's the only option that you will have in terms of moving forward. You know what I mean? In terms of residency.
Yes, and the thing is, it's not that the job market is brutal. It's just
maybe in
the competition is so high.
And then there's more and more people like moving to London, and so now it's like the competition.
Unless you're in the medical sector, like a PSW nurse. Child and whatever. Child development.
Really
like
educators.
It's much easier for you to get the job. You might not get the desired job that you're looking for, but you will get a job. For everyone else, it's 2 months, 3 months, 100 of applications. But if you have experience, that's another thing. There's this thing, it might not be true. I'm saying from what I observe, right? If you have experience back home, in most cases, it gets you interviews. Really? They might ultimately pick someone with a Canadian experience, but it does get you interviews.
It can get you your foot in the door.
Like me, I won't lie, my application to interview rates of, like, what I mean is like me applying and me actually getting interviews, it's a bit low. Not a bit low, it's actually very low, but I am getting more interviews now that I have Canadian experience ever since. And interviews are good to have. Like, don't reject anything, just see what they have. Let your priority be getting a job. Then ask them if they sponsor PR. Whatever answer they give you, you go with it.
But I think also if you're low on time on your work permit, let's say you came here, you did a 1 year course, and then you have a 1 year work permit, and then you kind of like low on time, I think that's when you have to do LMIA.
No, but the thing is, you're not going to give yourself an LMIA.
I think you have to negotiate with the employer, but it could be expensive.
Negotiate.
I don't know how it works.
Just ask. You can't force them to give you anything. Just ask if they do. If they don't, it's fine. Normally 1 year of working a full-time job, it won't necessarily, if you get a very high score in your English proficiency test, that helps. You might get the PR after just 1 year. But if not, submit it into the pool and apply for a bridging open work permit. I think that should be another year. So if you get 1 year, another year, and you still work, you can still add more points to whatever you put in the pool.
But I'm just putting it out there, guys. Like, before I moved here, I thought I was gonna study. I thought I was gonna work for 1 year and then PR. Like, I literally thought it was gonna be one thing after another, and it was gonna be so easy. But
Like life.
for majority, it's not gonna be like that. Like this shit is hard. Okay.
Yeah, it's not so easy.
It's not that simple. It really isn't that simple. And then you have to wait to be invited to apply. And then there's so many different programs. And then there's different programs coming out, and it's just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, just putting it out there, guys. It's not gonna be like the straight
for whatever
line.
program, the job is the key.
Yeah.
The job really is the key. Some places I hear you can work as anything and they give you but those are places that need people.
Just to wrap it up, I really want us to basically give some tips, you know, like mistakes to avoid when you come here as an international student. I would say mistake number one, don't wait so long. Okay, don't wait too long to like do your license and to get a car. You know what I mean? Like getting a car is not that hard. Like you can get a car for like $3,000. Like you can get your,
let's say 4,000.
Yeah, you know, you can come here, do your G1, do G2 eventually, or come with your driving extract.
Come with your driving.
Yeah, come with the driving extract if you have driving experience.
Tell them
from
what
back
the
home.
G1 is and G2.
Yeah, G1 is just basically the written test, okay, and then you have to wait 8 months or
usually,
a year.
but you can fast track that if you have a driving abstract from back home.
Yeah, if you have a driving extract from back home, you can skip.
You can skip it and do it immediately.
Full G.
Yeah, full G.
Yeah.
I did a full G. Yeah, but I would advise you to try G2 first.
Yeah, that's what I did. So I did my written test, which is G1. I waited some months. Actually, I did the driving course, and then 8 months after, I could do G2, and there.
Yeah, but all that can be shortened with
The driving extract. Yeah.
What do we mean by driving extract or abstract? It's basically your driving record from back home.
Yeah.
That you've been driving for some years and you can skip it.
Yeah, so as an international student, if you're coming here, focus on getting your license so that the journey can just be like, it doesn't have to be as complicated.
I don't know, like I think I said be positive at the same time. Don't necessarily, like I think I mentioned in the previous video, like a lot of people don't even try to do the internship jobs first.
Okay.
Some I understand, co-op, Some I understand because it doesn't count towards your PR, so I can understand why you want to skip it. It's much easier to get jobs after after internship. Your internship job might retain you into a permanent full-time person.
Yeah, and they pay. So actually, I should have, I don't regret not doing co-op, but I probably should have done it. It would have made life easier. Anything else? Any other mistakes that you feel like you made?
Just don't give up. The job market is very competitive. Everybody is looking for a job. And whatever course or career you want to go into, look at the career opportunity.
Yeah.
I don't know, like a Google search or internet search might not really tell you that, to be honest, but just ask people. Yeah. Because most jobs outside the medical jobs, it takes like 2-3 months to get the job. Most people send hundreds, if not thousands of job applications. Yeah. Just, you get rejected. Some you might get called, you do 1 round, 2 round, 3 rounds interviews, and they still might not give you the job. Like, you just have to keep pushing. Don't
be a little me. Look at other cities.
Look at broaden your horizon.
Yeah, broaden your, even if you have to live in the rural areas for a little bit, like
going to work anywhere. Yeah. I'm sure PR will be much easier.
Yeah, exactly. Like just long-term stuff.
So if you're coming here, because getting an apartment or shared house or whatever, it's hard, especially school season. Yeah. If you're coming in, let's say September, start to look for houses from July. And Facebook Marketplace, Kijiji before you come. Yeah. Oh, accommodation, Accommodation before you come. Yeah. It's much easier when you're here, but what? Do you want to pay Airbnb? I know someone that paid Airbnb for like 3-4 months. Oh, that's crazy. But she's married and I think her husband has. Yeah. The money, okay. Yeah, so that makes sense. But she didn't enjoy the experience. Yeah. She didn't enjoy it. In like 3 months, she probably spent like $5,000. That's insane. So, that's insane. Like, actually, finally wrap it up. Suleiman, you've been here since last April. Me, I'm approaching my 4-year anniversary. 4 years in the land of dreams. How has it been for you? Like, do you want to go back home? Are you going back home?
Should people go back home? I don't think you should come study and go back home. Like, it doesn't make sense. At least work towards something. Like,
I don't know, to be honest, it depends on you.
Yeah, it depends.
Like,
Yeah.
I came to Canada to start a new life, basically.
Yeah.
So I can't complain whatever I get, because if I complain, then why did I leave Nigeria? And to all my Nigerians watching, you know, to travel abroad and to school abroad, you know you need to come from either a wealthy family or have a rich sponsor, because our currency is terrible.
Yeah.
It might not be so much for a South African, but still not cheap.
No, it's still
not cheap.
Bro.
Yeah, so like so I don't regret it. It's been challenging. It is not easy. See, if you want it to be easy, just come here with like $100,000.
Or don't come at all. No, guys, this place.
Like, even if you don't get the job, you know you're spending such and such monthly. Yeah, but it's been challenging. But it's been I've grown.
Excruciating is the word. Like, but you grow through it and like you make it to the other side.
Yeah, but be realistic.
Yeah.
Be realistic without lowering your expectations.
Yeah, and your standards.
You
know what I mean? Like, you know, like maintain a bit of like, you know what I mean?
Balance.
Yeah, that's the word. But don't come here expecting, you know,
it to be easy.
Yeah, like
you get the high paying job so fast.
That was literally my expectation. And I'm 4 years in, and it's like,
my expectation was that I didn't expect it to be easy because I've traveled out of Nigeria before, but I expected to get a job very fast.
Yeah, you expected things to just be like
and that didn't, and of course that didn't match reality.
Yeah,
really.
But we move. Fan favorites. I hope you guys found value out of this video. We're gonna get him on for another, you know, we're gonna have him on this channel like every couple of months, because I know y'all want to hear about what he's got to say.
And she doesn't answer DMs.
Yeah, I don't do DMs anymore. You guys can DM him because I'm tired of that shit. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for sharing, you know, tips, tricks, I don't know. But thank you for sharing everything that you shared with us today. It seems like his co-op went fairly well, and he's got like a plan going forward, which is pretty good, and he's optimistic about his future in Canada. But yeah, thank you so much guys for watching.
Yeah, it's been nice, it's been fun. Hopefully we can do this in some months when I've landed another desirable job. Yeah. And hopefully I'll be able to tell you guys what I've been through over the past couple of months. Hopefully it's good.
Guys, I haven't told everyone what has been going on in my life, but like, we're making it to the other side, you know, we're there. But anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like and share and subscribe. Bye.